Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, it's me again, Schizophrenic, the local Pastafarian prophet of the local cult here in Denver. Here I am again on Quebec Street. You may remember from last year and the year before. If you'll go back and check the archives, you'll see that 2 years ago they followed the wonderful, joyous tradition of Talk Like a Pirate Day. You could go into Krispy Kremes all over this wondrous nation that we have, this nation of religious freedom, and talk like a pirate, and they give to you free of charge a wonderful donut to celebrate this joyous occasion. And then last year, what did we find? We went in and we found that their policy had changed. That they were not celebrating this wonderful holiday with the rest of us Pastafarians, and the Pastafarians were excluded from their calendar. And they gave us two reasons. I hope you'll remember. The reasons were, well, I mean, they gave us one reason. The reason was because they'd already done it too many times this year for the 80th anniversary and the Great North American Eclipse, which I saw, which was amazing. I hope you did see it as well. Here at Krispy Kreme Donuts, I can hardly even tell that it's September the 19th of 2018. It hardly looks like a holiday at all. I look around and I see no one celebrating this joyous day. Because what's happening in today's America with the Religious Freedom Foundation, and to be honest, ladies and gentlemen, I haven't really heard whether or not they're celebrating this year. I've been checking my Twitter and social medias today, and I see lots of us believers celebrating, but I don't see the invitation from Krispy Kreme to come down and get your free donut. So let's go see whether they're celebrating their 80th again, or whether they're really just oppressing us Pastafarians. Let's go have a look. Hello there.
How you doing?
I am well.
Getting some food?
Well, today is September 19th. That's Talk Like a Pirate Day, are you?
Oh, I don't know.
Have you heard about that?
No, I haven't. Have you heard about Pirate Day here in Sunshine?
Have you heard anything about Talk Like a Pirate Day today on September 19th?
Have you heard anything about Pirate Day today?
Do you know
We don't participate in that anymore, sorry.
why is that?
We just don't.
Is there a memo about it this year?
No, there will be, but I don't think we're going to participate. We didn't participate last year.
I recall I came in and talked to someone about it. There was a memo about it that I read. Do you recall why you didn't participate last year?
No.
Because of the eclipse? Do you remember you had a special event for the eclipse and for the 80th anniversary? Do you have a reason why not this year?
Nope. They don't give us a reason. We just, sometimes they participate, sometimes they don't. It's like,
Do you think it's the anti-Pastafarian sort of lobby in America today, the very strict sort of
Right.
religious oppression going on?
No, I personally think it's just because we're a franchise.
Yeah.
But I mean, they were doing it as a whole thing, so there's no like corporate memo about it at all?
No. Some Krispy Kremes are franchise, some are corporate.
But last year, this one was the same as it is this year?
Still the same. So
They had a memo that I would like to, I was just wondering if there was one this year.
Not sure.
That's cool. Well, I'll just get too plain then, I guess.
Okay.
Do you recall, did anybody work here when they celebrated Talk Like a Pirate Day? Was anybody here that, because 2 years ago I was here and they celebrated. Was anybody here from 2 years ago?
How long have you been working?
Have you been here for 2 years?
I've been here for a little over a year.
Okay. 2 years ago on this date, because it's Talk Like a Pirate Day today, and 2 years ago there was free donuts if you
I
worked.
remember that.
You worked.
I remember hearing about it.
Yeah.
Really? You were a pirate? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if you talk like a pirate, you get so many.
If you dress like a pirate, you got a
get so
cool
many.
dozen. It was fucking cool.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I know last year we didn't. Let's do seven.
Let's see. One. Did I get all four? Seven,
Oh,
two,
that's good.
five. Oh, cool.
Yeah, I've already got extra pennies in here from other people.
Cool. I appreciate it.
Hey, no worries. That is so cool.
All right. Well, happiest Talk Like a Pirate Day to you, and I'm sorry that your corporation is so square, but I'm sure. Oh, hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm well. I mean, I've been better, but it's a holiday for me, so I'm feeling good.
Okay, well that's good.
Yeah. Talk Like a Pirate Day is today. Are you aware of Talk Like a Pirate Day?
I am now that you told me.
2 years ago, my apologies. 2 years ago, there was a thing where we would come in and talk like a pirate, get a donut, dress like a pirate, get a dozen, I enjoyed that day. And then last year, there was a memo about it, why they weren't celebrating, and the reasons that they gave were the 80th anniversary and the eclipse. They celebrated both of those with sort of a free donut event. And so I find it interesting that this year there's no mention of it through memo or anything.
Because we're not doing it this year, because financially for us it wasn't beneficial.
So,
for example, let's say you came in, you talked like a pirate, you got your free donut. They were hoping that they would get you for a drink, and they weren't. So we gave out more than we made, so it wasn't financially.
So the first attempt was an attempt that just, and so I just find it interesting that corporate sort of addressed it and then didn't address it, because I mean, if that's the reason, that's fine. But it was the reason they didn't do it last year. You know,
I wasn't here last year, but
no, I understand. I'm not trying to be upset at anybody today. I'm not upset at all. We
don't do a lot of the things corporate does because we're franchised.
This is the one that I got my free donut at. That so yeah, it was franchised.
They did lemon. They brought out the lemon glaze and all of that. We didn't do any of that.
Yeah. Does this franchise change ownership so often? When was the last change in ownership?
We've never changed ownership.
So it was the same store as 2 years ago. Then they participated 2 years ago, and so this store made that decision. Is that what you're saying? The store is choosing not to celebrate Talk Like Pirate Day, or corporate?
Our franchise is not.
Because
Krispy Kreme corporate's not doing it either.
That's cool.
So.
And they're asking no stores to do it. Because Krispy Kreme corporate doesn't believe in that they are making financial gains off of the free giveaways. Cool. Cool. I understand that. But they didn't mention it in a memo at all because cool. Just doing a little.
We've had probably 100 phone calls about it too. But now I feel like
today is that right?
In the last week.
Is that right? Okay.
So I probably need to talk to the pirates today.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, another Talk Like a Pirate Day, another purchased donut. How sad. Last year they gave us a false excuse. This is what gaslighting looks like, ladies and gentlemen. Presenting reality other than what it is. And so even the employees are left to wonder what the real reason the corporate is not celebrating for 2 years in a row this holiest of holidays. What changed in the last 2 years? Because, as you heard, she and I offered many suggestions as to what to have changed, but none of them were real. For it was profitable, as evidenced by the many calls that they got. And it was not because of the eclipse, because there was no eclipse this year. And the real reason is mysterious, but that which we need to be afraid of is the real reason is hidden. What are they hiding in your donut?